right. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I am just sharing this out right now. And then we'll get started here in a few minutes. Alrighty. I am all set. One more thing I need to do. One more thing. Let's see. Whoops. All right. All righty. Hello, everyone. It is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Hope your week is going well so far. Just got kind of started. So, trying to see what I'm going to be able to get accomplished this week, as well as should you. So why don't you tell me your name in the comments and tell me what you plan to accomplish this week. Tell me your name in the comments and tell me what you plan to accomplish this week. Today we're going to be talking about 3 reasons you need a written budget. I know you guys have heard me talk about budgets before, and I'm going to continue to talk about them because it is an essential part of your financial plan and your future financial security. So I'm going to continue to talk about it. So just get used to it. Hi, welcome. Hi, Jason. I am going to get started here in a few minutes. What else can I say today? So today we got a little bit of snow. I'm not really feeling the snow. I'm more of a spring summer person, but I mean, I guess it is what it is, and we really haven't had that much, and so I guess I should be thankful that we haven't had that much. And so let's go ahead and get started. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Carmen, and I'm a personal finance consultant at Money Choices Today. And so I started Money Choices Today as a way to increase financial literacy in the community and to help individuals and families achieve their financial goals. And I say families because it is so important that everyone in the family know about finances, because eventually, especially for children, they leave the house. And so you want them to be prepared to be able to take care of themselves and manage their finances very well when they leave. And so it's so important to involve them at an early age. There are many things that you can do to involve young children to help them understand the importance of managing finances. And so in addition to me helping people achieve their goals with individual and group coaching, I also provide educational resources on my website, moneychoicestoday.com, in the form of blog posts, challenges, webinars, and various other things. And so when you get a chance, head over to moneychoicestoday.com and take a look. Hi, welcome to Instagram. Thanks for joining. So again, today we are talking about 3 reasons you need a written budget. And per usual, I have my sheet so that I don't forget anything. And so a lot of times when you mention budgets to people, they kind of tense up and they kind of think it's a bad word. Well, I'm here to tell you that it's not. It's not a bad word at all. It's actually a tool that is used to help you build wealth. Budgets are not restrictive like people think they are. I think people think that if they set a budget, then they can't spend anything or they can't do what they want to do, and that's not what it is. You are in control of your budget, so you set what you want to do with your money. And so all budgets should include the household income, household expenses, and your financial goals. And I said household income and household expenses again because I'm trying to include the family. And so part of that is, if you have children, is that you can show them, or if you give them an allowance or something, you can show them how that's in the line item. You give them an envelope, you give them $10 or whatever, and you tell them that's part of their budget for the week, and that's all they have to spend. And so that's just one of the ways that you can help them to start understanding about money. And so again, 3 reasons you need a written budget. Number 1, it allows you to allocate your financial resources to align with your financial goals. If you have financial goals and you don't have a budget, then you're not really working towards your financial goals, because you have no idea of how much money you have and how much money you have to spend over here or how much money you have to spend over there. And so the number 1 reason that it is important to have a written budget is because it allows you to allocate your financial resources to align with your financial goals. It essentially puts you in control of making decisions about your financial future. A lot of times people think that they can kind of remember their budget. You really have to write it down. I know I've stressed this probably in almost every live stream I've done, but you have to write your budget down, because it can constantly change depending on if your goals change, if you get a raise at work, if you have a different expense come up, or if you get rid of an expense. And so you should always be monitoring your budget. And so again, the number 1 thing is it allows you to allocate your financial resources to align with your financial goals. Number 2, it reduces stress. It literally reduces stress to have a written budget, because it allows you to know where your money is going instead of you wondering where it went. So I didn't always have a budget, and I just kind of operated on, yeah, I know I got to pay this. Yes, I know I have this money coming in. And you look up and you may forget about something, or you may say, oh, wow, I didn't have enough money left to take care of something. And so it would really be a stressful time. And again, when bills come up and you know it's time to pay something, you're not sure if you have enough. But if you have a budget, you know that you do. And so it reduces stress by allowing you to be in control of your financial future. And it stops you from wondering where your money went. You don't have to guess if you have enough money to cover any of your expenses. And so it is so imperative to have it written down. Yes, Instagram, yes, it's definitely on paper, on purpose. I totally agree. You have to have it written down. And they have many different budgeting apps, and you can do a spreadsheet, or you can just do it the old-fashioned way, pen and paper. I've probably tried all ways. I mostly now use a spreadsheet. I've tried apps before. Sometimes with the apps, with your budget and with the expenses that it tracks against it, sometimes it categorizes it. Ooh, is that a word? It puts it in the wrong category. And so you kind of have to go in and move it to the correct category. And so that's one of the things I've tried with. I've only tried a couple of apps, and so that's one of the things that I've noticed. But I'm a spreadsheet person. I'm able to go in, adjust it as I need it, and I can quickly calculate and see how much I have, and I can change the amounts really quick at any time. So one was it allows you to allocate your financial resources to align with your financial goals. 2, it reduces stress. And the third reason you need a written budget is it helps you improve your financial habits. It really does. It helps you to avoid out of control spending. If you're out at the store, out at the mall, and you know that you've only budgeted $100 for shopping, then you're not going to overspend. Whereas if you haven't budgeted anything and you know you have money, you just kind of spend. And then when you get home, you're like, wow, I've spent too much and now I can't take care of my expenses. And so again, it allows you to avoid spending out of control. And another thing it does is it helps you avoid debt. It really helps you avoid debt because you have money to manage to pay what you need to pay instead of spending so much on shopping or eating out, and then you can't pay your bill, and then you have to use your credit card to pay your bill. So that's another reason that it's important to have a written budget. And so just quickly, if you can type in the comments if you have a budget or not. Do you have a budget? How often do you look at it? Again, it's always a work in progress, and so I monitor mine at least once a month. At least once a month. I go and I take a look at the end of the month to see what I did from the prior month and how things went, and then I set up for the next month. And so that's one thing that I do. But sometimes you may need to look at it weekly just to make sure that you're on track. You may find that, wow, I didn't spend as much money this week eating out, and so maybe I can add some more to my debt, or I can put a little more in my savings, and so then you may adjust your budget in that way. And so again, let me just quickly go over the 3 reasons you need a written budget. It's because it allows you to allocate your financial resources to align with your financial goals. It reduces stress, literally, and it helps you to improve your financial habits. Okay, so you go over yours once a week for the most part, and that's good. Going over it more often than not is really good, because if you think about it, if you wait too long, you could get too far down a path that you really don't want to go down. And so it's really important to monitor it as you see fit for your needs. Everybody is different, and so for some it may be weekly, for some it may be every 2 weeks, and for some it may be a month. I would definitely not go longer than a month without monitoring it, because you have no idea of what's going on and you don't have any chance to correct course if you need to. And so a couple of other things that I wanted to mention is I have a new Facebook group, and so I will put the link in the comments after I finish this video. It's a personal finance community. In there, I'm hosting a lot of I'll be hosting challenges, and so you don't want to miss it. The next challenge that I actually have coming up is called Couples and Money, and so we're going to talk about how to have the financial discussion with your significant other, and I'm going to give you guys some ways to make it easy and not to be so nervous about it. And so that is one of the challenges that's coming up actually on February 11th, and so you can start registering for that now, and I'll put that information again in the link below. And another challenge I have coming up at the end of February is called the America Saves Challenge. And so it's an organization that helps people to identify different ways that they can save. It talks about automating savings. It talks about different saving tactics. And so I will be a part of that, and I will be hosting that again inside of my Facebook group. So are there any questions at this time? And if there aren't any questions or comments, as a matter of fact, why don't you let me know what's the next topic you want to hear? Again, I'm here every Tuesday at 8 p.m. And so I'm here to provide information for you. And so if there's a specific topic that you want to hear, let me know and I'll get that on the schedule. Other than that, I hope you have a great evening. And please feel free to share this out with people you think this may be helpful for. And make sure you give me some likes too. Thanks again for joining. Have a great evening, and I will see you here next Tuesday. Bye.